G'day folks. Well, the next neglected project we're going to look at and hopefully get out of the way is the Hyundai hot tube engine, or glow plug engine. I'm going to try and run it off propane again. I've been experimenting with it. I'm trying to run resisted glow plugs so they don't burn out, but I'm not having a lot of success. I did get some good glow plugs donated by Southern Automotive Solutions, but I don't want to blow them straight away by running 12 volts straight through them. So I've got them set up. They're out of a Toyota Land Cruiser, and there's a few spares. They're the ones that I burnt out. They got way too hot, so they're all dead. And get a bit of a bulge in them. I think that one's dead too. Yeah, they're the dead ones. The rest of these and another one inside on my computer desk are good. They were just changed out as part of a routine diesel service. So I'm going to try and fit them up, and when it's not about to rain, I'll leave the engine out in the sun on a really hot day, get it really hot, and then try it. But for now I've got to make a intake assembly with a little gas mixer ring that I've got from an old Nissan 6-cylinder. Or 4-cylinder, I think it was even a 4-cylinder Nissan. I just ripped it out of the old airbox, and it should work alright. This thing's alright though, the battery still holds charge. Just a bit dirty, that's all. Bit of surface rust. I had it wrapped up somewhat. Bit of moisture's got in there, but yeah, there's nothing to complain about. So we'll look at that later, I guess. What did I do there? Oh, there's even more resistors. Tried them and didn't get anywhere near enough heat into the glow plugs. Tried them and had to leave it on for about 15 minutes before I got enough heat into the glow plugs. I can't remember what those are. I think they're 1 ohm. I don't know what wattage they are, but they're serious wattage. These ones here are 2.4 ohms. So yeah, I think these were getting too hot, and those ones there just took too long to get ready. And the resistors themselves are a bit baked. So I'll mess around with it later. It's just about to rain, so I'm going to put a cover over this and leave it at that. Okay, well, in order to make the hot tube engine work, I want to be able to take this LPG mixer ring and attach it to the intake. So I've taken one of these surplus stand valve refrigeration flange pieces. I used to have heaps of them. I think these are the last of them. I took a piece of surplus tool steel, which I don't know what it used to be, but I just machined it down, heated it up, banged it on like a high pressure heat fit, shrink fit. So that's on there, bored it right out, a little bit bigger than the existing flange. Cut a few grooves in it just so the hose grabs onto it. Not really important for an intake type thing, but the intake flange will sit on there with a rubber O-ring on the inside, and the best part is even one of the bolt holes lines up, so I'll just bolt that on there with a big O-ring, pump gas into there. I'll probably put it back in the lathe and cut more of a taper on here, but probably not a bad thing to get a bit of a turbulence and mixing effect going on at the top there. Same with that step inside, that'll create a bit of turbulence and probably help mix. So I'll try it as it is. If it does prove to be a problem, then I might even turn that off. But I don't expect this engine to last more than 1 or 2 runs, so you can't be too fussy, but it's always fun to practice and play around with things. So yeah, that's going to fit into that hose there, which used to be a radiator hose. It's nice and clean now. And essentially I'm just going to stuff that in there, hose clamp it on. I'll have the bolt-on LP mixer. That's an LP diverter type thingy, regulator. So I have 2 hoses going to each of those inlets, and that'll be my main gas feed. So it should work quite well. That LP ring and everything's off an old Nissan 4-cylinder, so it should be quite perfect actually. Yeah, it worked quite well. Okay, well the gas mixer's fitted. I've still got to do all the gas work and electrical work for this yet, but that'll be another day or maybe late this afternoon. I just thought I'd put a video together of what I've done in the last couple of days, and I'll just finish it off by showing it cranking over and explaining what next needs to be done. Need to rewire the glow plugs, work out better resistor method, attach the gas, attach a throttle cable. I'm going to take this off and hole saw some burst disc holes, which are just going to be push-in plastic plugs, airtight, but in case it does flash back into the manifold, it can blow them out rather than risking exploding the plastic manifold. Cast alu ones I trust, but I don't trust plastic airboxes or manifolds. They tend to explode when LPG goes off inside them. So I'm going to make 1 or 2 burst disc holes in that. And yeah, everything else is pretty much right to go. Just need heat and fuel. But for start, I'm going to put a start switch on this, but still got good compression. The timing belt and everything's still good. It's mechanically timed right, and we don't have to worry about ignition timing because I'm not using a distributor or spark. Yes,